Goldminded Records, they're not your friends.
And I'm back. It's been over 8 months, but Klive Kraven is fucking back on YouTube. So, I wanted to come back with a bang, a splash. So, I got a list together, that's right. Brand new list. What's on the list? What is on this fucking list? You wanna know what's on this list? This is a list of basically, not all, but majority of the movies that I've watched since I've stopped, or at least the ones I wanna highlight, since I've stopped doing videos here on YouTube. I haven't watched a ton of horror movies, but I do have a decent list. I kind of wanted to go over them, talk about them a little bit, get my thoughts on each one, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Number 1, Deliver Us from Evil. I actually went to the theater to check out this movie, and I had high hopes for it, but it was the same fucking thing, man. Like, it's just no different than any other thing that I've watched, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, it's like a mix of like, I don't know, like Paranormal Activity and fucking, you know, like exorcism movies, and just like, it's all the same shit, man. It's just, it's so fucking repetitive. The formula has been beaten to death. It wasn't for me. Did not like that movie. Went to the theater to check it out, ended up texting on the phone half the time. It was so fucking boring. Next one, All Hallows Eve. Now this one I actually really did like. I want to give credit to this one. It's a low budget film, independent film, but I thought it was awesome. I thought it achieved what it was supposed to do. I enjoyed watching it. And I definitely thought it was a fun watch. It was enjoyable. I really, really liked it. So All Hallows Eve was good. Paranormal Activity, the marked ones. This is one that, I don't know. I'm not a hater of the Paranormal Activity movies. I think they're decent. But this one just didn't fit to me. It seems so different. And I get it. They wanted to do something different, but I don't know. They shouldn't even have called it a Paranormal Activity movie, in my opinion. It was way, way different. It kind of put off the vibe, like, it was a movie Chronicle, where they have the powers and shit. It kind of felt like that at certain parts, and just, I wasn't really fucking digging it. I didn't like it. The Carrie remake. Now that's another one that I actually do like. You know, remakes are very hit and miss, especially nowadays. A lot of people hate fucking remakes with a passion, regardless of whether it's good or not. They just fucking hate it because it's a remake. Me personally, I enjoy remakes, and I take them for what they're worth. And Carrie was great. I thought Carrie was a really good fucking remake. I thought it was well done. The effects were done. The story was good. There was a few small variations and twists from the original story that I thought were really well played out. Just a really enjoyable movie overall, so definitely enjoyed Carrie. Next is The Conjuring. The Conjuring was great. I liked it. I really liked it. I think that it had a lot of, you know, good jolts and suspense in there. The suspense was really good, I think. And, yeah, I really, really enjoyed that one. The Conjuring was pretty damn good. And I'm also looking forward to the Annabelle film that they're doing a spawn off that. Curse of Chucky. This is one that surprisingly I really liked. When I heard there was a new Child's Play movie coming out, I wasn't sure what to expect. I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it or hate it. But it actually came through. It was enjoyable. I did like it. So yeah, Curse of Chucky was definitely worth the watch. Good gore, cool kills. We got more of the evil, mean Chucky rather than the jokey, comedian kind of Chucky. You know, there's definitely some comedy in there, but it's more of the serious Chucky, which I definitely prefer. Another remake, Evil Dead, which, I was blown away by it. In fact, the last video I did of horror on here, for horror reviews and all, I think was unboxing of Evil Dead the Remake, which I got from my good buddy Movie Guy 666, aka Zach. He really came through and just, you know, gave me a beautiful edition of the movie, a Blu-ray Steelbook, and I fucking loved it. The movie was really good. Lots of gore. There was definitely a lot of differences from the original versus the remake. As far as the way things were with like having the tape, you know, no tape recorder, and just a lot of things that weren't there that just didn't do it for me. Overall, it was still good, but I don't know if I think it was, you know, I don't know. It was up there. I'm not going to say it wasn't a great remake, because I thought it was a great remake. But in comparison to the original, I'm still sticking with the OG. Just prefer it more. But the Evil Dead remake was good. Hatchet 3. man, you know, fuck. I wanted to like this movie. You know, when I watched it, like when I started watching the third Hatchet, like I liked the first two, part one more than the second one, and even part one more than the third one. But, you know, I wanted to like it, I really did, but just something just didn't sit right with me about it. Like, I felt that a lot of the kills in it and a lot of the action and just, you know, it just felt contrived, man. I really felt like they tried too hard and just, it was not enjoyable. Hatchet 3 was not enjoyable for me. It was worth a watch, but I wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't throw it on again to watch it multiple times or anything like that. The next one we're going to go ahead is The Haunting in Connecticut 2, Ghost of Georgia. Or excuse me, Ghost in Georgia. Now, I'm a little confused on this. Why in the fuck is it called The Haunting in Connecticut 2 if it takes place and the whole storyline takes place in Georgia? That's the most contradictory shit I've ever heard in a movie title. Not sure why they even named it that. It was worth a watch as well, but not very good. I prefer the original, even though the original I'm not a huge fan of either. You know, worth a watch if you're into horror. If not, skip over this one. The next one, I Spit on Your Grave 2. I actually like this. I really did like this. I liked the twist in it. The torture and the brutality in it was fucking great, top notch, really fucking sick and sadistic. I love that. I'm big on torture porn. Anyone that watches my channel knows that. I'm into the brutal, gory, fucking extreme violence shit. I've always fucking liked that. So, yeah, I definitely enjoyed I Spit on Your Grave 2. Very good flick. The Last Exorcism 2 is the next one. This is one that, once again, just kind of fell short. I liked the first one, I really did, and I really like how they ended it and left it open. But the second one just kind of fell on its face. I don't know, it just didn't feel very, it just didn't, I don't know, it didn't have the same punch, I guess, as the first one. Once again, this is one where I have to say I prefer the first movie. The next one is Mama. Yeah, fuck that movie sucked. Really shitty effects, in my opinion. Not really a scary creature, just dumb fucking story overall. Just, yeah, I didn't like it. VHS 2, very impressive. Really love the stories in this one. Really well put together. I think it topped the first one. I heard they're supposed to be doing a part 3. I'm looking forward to that. But VHS 2, really, really good. Definitely worth getting for the collection. Awesome film. World War Z. World War Z was alright. It was decent. It was more of a dramatic kind of horror rather than a straight out brutal horror. That really, you know, it was kind of, I would put it up there with like an action horror movie, kind of like, you know, like Underworld and fucking, you know, things of that nature, like action horror. You know, it was more or less what it was. World War Z, but it was decent. It wasn't bad. It definitely wasn't bad, but it wasn't anything amazing. What else do we have here? Wolf Creek 2. Holy shit. Wolf Creek 2 was fucking awesome. I loved it. I fucking loved it. I think it was even better than the first one. It was different. It wasn't a slow burner with suspense like the first one was. It was more brutal, in-your-face, fucking savage gore, but I loved it. I thought it was fucking awesome. The kills in it were great. The kangaroo scene was fucked up. I'm an animal lover, but wow, that scene was crazy. You know, just the beheading. I mean, there was so many crazy things in there. I don't want to give away too much. I've already given away a few spoilers, but Wolf Creek 2 is fucking amazing. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. Watch that one. Really worth the watch. And worth the buy, too, in my opinion. I have the first one. I got to get the second one on DVD still. And that brings us to the end of the list. And, you know, I don't have much to say about this movie other than it fucking sucked. It really fucking sucked. And that is All the Boys Love Mandy Lane. Heard people praise this movie and talk about how great it was and it was this and that, but I don't know, I just didn't get into it. I thought it fucking was shitty. It was bland, it was unoriginal, it was fucking, it was stupid. It was so boring and pointless. It was fucking boring as shit. Like, it angers me that I wasted time watching this fucking movie. Don't waste your time watching that shit. If you're a horror fan and you've thought about checking out All the Boys Love Mandy Lane, do yourself a favor, say fuck that shit. Do not watch it. It's a waste of time. It's a serious big fucking waste of time. Didn't enjoy it at all. Really no redeeming qualities to it. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of movies that I get to that point where there's like nothing to redeem in it, but this one seriously had nothing. It was fucking garbage, front to back. Did not like it at all. So that pretty much breaks down everything that I've watched recently. You know what I mean? I'll definitely be back with more videos again. I am back from the long hiatus, so make sure that you tune in, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, leave a comment down below in the box. You already know the deal, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for tuning in and watching. Peace.